Oh, look at these mountains. This is so cool. Okay, this way.
Now that we've got better maps, if you like, I can show you a few tricks to get more out of them.
Oh, can you now?
Fine, forget I said anything. You Ferelden's, growling at everyone but your dogs.
No, go ahead. Who knows? Maybe some fancy noble riding might save my life if a scouting ride goes wrong. And maybe I'll show you a few tricks as well.
You two should get a room. Okay. Hello, Tranquil. Okay, it's time. It's time. First off, let's see. What kind of armor do I have? I know I'm super... 109 armor rating. 109. Well, this could be worse, actually. How do I get it up? Okay, what kind of armor? Is that... rogue only? Well, so much for that idea. So much for that idea. So I can only wear... Damn it! This is looking so much better than the one I have. Can I just make a really cool... I can't, can I? ...92 armor rating. If I make one of these...
Another coin.
Now, the Defender Coat Arms... is that... if I remove that from this thing... this armor... do the armor rating go down? Let's see if that's the case. Let's see if I remember how to do this. This is what we have now. We have 109 armor rating, okay? We do have this. And we want to have this. Okay? Confirm changes. We still have an armor rating of 109. What do heavy arms do? Okay, plus 3% melee defense. Heavy legs. Why am I not wearing this armor? That's a good question. How about we do this? Okay, that solved that problem. I don't know. It's red. It's... okay, we have something more up here. So that's better. The colors still don't really match. But it's still... it's way cooler than the thing I had before. And I have Vanguard coat arms and Vanguard mail legs. Heal bonus, mag defense, melee defense, range defense. Okay, this is good. Okay, it's better than what... okay, it's way better than what we had before. Yeah, even though... I mean, red is a nice color. We can sell the princess armor. Unless we have any... do you have any armor we can have? You don't have any clothing on at all. There we go. I like her outfit. I have to admit. That is beautiful. Light arms. Orlesian Hennin. Okay. Let's upgrades. Longsword grip and Mage's Edge, which we made this like ages ago. What kind of weapon do you have? Let's see. Let's check out weapons. Princess Maid. Sarah's got... Wait, Sarah, you don't have any weapons? Okay, let's check out their equipment. Surely you must have a bow. Okay, so no. She does not have a bow. That's unfortunate. Can we make a bow? Because you need a bow. You have some sort of... Yes. You just have, like, daggers? Level 8. Okay. Vivienne, you have Disciple Ice Staff. Okay. Do you want a Mind Leech Staff? Or, yeah, you want this. Can we upgrade this? Oh, Iron Box Staff Grip. Okay. We can upgrade that.
Need something? Let me know.
Okay, work with me here. We have a Staff Blade. Mage's Edge. Woo! I did something. Oh yeah.
Looks fine.
I still can't do anything with Judgment, can I? Empty Heart and Empty Rune. We do not have... we don't have any of those things. We can make... How do I make...
Another time.
I should really remember these things between sessions. Craft armor. I think it's craft weapons. We were just there. Ah, I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so here we have... Okay, this is good. Staff grip, staff blade, bow grip. Bianca thingies. We need a bow. For Sarah. I'm thinking the bladed bow is the best one we can make at the moment. So let's make that long bow. Out of armor penetration, plus 10 health. Iron gets plus that. Stagger. Okay, let's go iron. Bear hide. To add even more dexterity. 9 dexterity. Bam! And we have... What is it? If this... Okay. I see how it is. Strength, Constitution, Strength, Summerstone. Well, let's go with Drakestone. Joker's longbow. Bam! Inventory. Sarah. There we go. That's more like it. We could probably craft some armor as well. For our rogues. Because I can't get any, that's for sure. Scout armor, 95. What? Again, I need to check out what kind of armor these guys had before I make new armor. So you have something that gives you 83 armor rating. You have something that gives you 81. Wait, that was Solas. Why am I looking at him? Barrack. 91. So something again for Sarah. This is medium armor. That's a lot of leather. We need to kill... We need to start killing little things. Maximum health. Let's go with maximum health. And Joker's medium armor. I think that's enough for now. There we go. I don't think I can make medium arms or leggings. Let's see.
You need something, let me know.
Thank you. I just got apprentice male arms. Okay.
Another time, then.
Yes. Well, I'm kinda... Okay, I'm way cooler now, I have to admit. Look at those boots. Did I have those boots before? That is pretty badass. That's much better. Okay, well, much better might be a exaggeration, but it's better at least. Let's go save, just in case the game crashes. I don't think we have any new requisitions. Well, time to proceed with the main storyline. Wait, we have Liliana as well.
Apothecary Adon can have those supplies for you by tomorrow.
Vivienne, it's about damn time. Picture of what a circle maid should be. She looks like a noble. It's arrogant.
It is not arrogant to be unafraid.
Liliana.
Yes?
Updates?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Very well. No priest here this time. Have we been up here? I think so. Yeah, this is the potion maker. Alright. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Yeah, I'm looking way cooler. Yeah, way cooler.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we made contact.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Are you kidding me? I have to choose between... I can't have them both?
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
I mean, the Templars didn't make a very good first impression. The mages have done nothing wrong to us, and they came to us for help. Or they came to us to offer assistance.
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options. There is one other matter.
Yes?
Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished.
I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared.
Really?
Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
I'm so glad I proceeded with the main quest, because this is relating to the Storm Coast. Well, this sounds suspicious, because, again, in Dragon Age 2, Shroud said that something was brewing. And I'm guessing the Grey Wardens are mustering their forces for something.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Blackwall, I've seen his bio. That guy looks awesome. Like this bearded badass. I'm all over that guy. The Lone Warden. Search for Blackwall in the hinterlands. In the hinterlands? Woohoo! Let's go do this! Okay, wait. Calm down, David. Calm down. Did I just level up? No? Nej? Kanske? Ja, nej? Also Swedish. Hey, Giselle! You don't have any Templar support now.
You return.
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
Nothing really.
Farewell.
Until next time.
Oh, that is so cool. Okay, wait. Okay, we need to... Where's Vivienne? Josephine. Did you know that I think it was Josephine's voice actor is a big Dragon Age nerd. She actually cosplayed very well Isabella from Dragon Age 2. That's so cool. Vivienne, wait, there's even quests here. Let's go back. Let's backtrack. Mood walk and no mood walk. Mood walk. You don't have your helmet on.
I met
Cool.
an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't
Nice.
expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
That's so cool. She looks totally different without her Orlesian headwear. Why were you at the Divine Conclave? This chaos harms everyone, that's true. We need the circle restored. Maybe. If it can be rebuilt in a different manner. The rebels are apostates. They technically are, but, you know, they are not any worse than the Templars. Made their beds. I'm guessing that is a saying for that, you know, they pushed too hard and now they're just as guilty as the rebels. Mages should be free. I mean, freedom is nice. Freedom is very nice. Freedom with unlimited and uncontrolled magical powers? Why can't we have something nice together? With everyone working together and realizing that magic is very dangerous if used in a bad way. But that, again, goes for everything. It's just, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, because I really like freedom. And I wish that the mages could be... free. But at the same time, you got to realize the position the Templars are in. Just be nice Templars. Just be nice Templars. Just be nice mages. Live happily ever after. You can even, you know, marry each other. Just as long as everyone know how and when to do their duty. But yes, I think this suits me well. Justice is all that matters.
If war is the only solution to injustice, then so be it.
Do you tell that to the victims? That their suffering is all the more meaningful because it is for a great cause?
Yes.
I'm sure that makes everything better.
No need to be
death has
sarcastic.
shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
That's funny. I talked to Sarah, and I like her more, or we agree more with things. I talked to Vivienne, and suddenly we disagree more with things. Funny how that works. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate. And you'll help decide.
That's why you wanted to be here. To have a hand in deciding that fate.
Wouldn't you? For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
And you believe that power is something that is used to control your own destiny as well as others. And that's true. Because if you look at this this way. Imagine you're a farmer. You know? You have a family, you do your daily crops, you harvest your crops, you're living a good life. And then suddenly, someone with 10 soldiers comes in and just kills everyone. Why? Because he had more power than you. Doesn't matter if he's good or evil, he had more power, thus he could decide your fate. And power is good if used in the right way. Alright? But it can also be abused. Heavily abused. So power in itself is not bad. It's how you wield it. Andraste shows me, no, the Chandra will be restored. I'll use it to change things. Power. I'll use power to change things. No one should have that power. No, I'll use it to change things.
If that's true, then I'll put it to good use.
I suppose we'll see. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
Well, Vivienne, why don't you love me? Please, love me.
Yes?
So, you know what? No. We're both too busy to be tumbling around in the hay. So, what about you?
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches.
Ah, you're a fellow Free
I was sent
Marcher.
to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Monsignor while still an apprentice.
Hey! You're an Ostwickian as well. Fist bump.
I'm curious how a Circle mage winds up at court here.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there.
I believe you.
I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
Yeah, she's not the first Enchanter of the Circle. She was supposed to be the first Enchanter of the Circle, I think. She's the Grand Enchanter of the Imperial Court, if that's... I think that's it. Let's see.
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
Good. You're coming with us when we meet with the mages.
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine.
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
Okay, well, that's awkward.
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago, the poor dear.
Okay, then. Do you have anything else to say?
Yes?
Tell me about the circle.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Yeah, wasn't all the circles disbanded?
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The Circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved.
Okay, I see.
Many of the first enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the Circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
Okay, so we have rebels and loyalists. Wow, if we take Vivienne with us to Redcliffe, that's gonna cause some drama.
If you lead all the loyalists, why are you only First Enchanter and not Grand Enchanter?
She is First
Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no First Enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
Okay. Okay, so First Enchanters, Grand Enchanter. Alright, I like to know my hierarchy.
What was it like to live in a circle?
My dear, your question is the root of all problems with mages.
Yep, sure is.
I cannot tell you. Every circle was different. Their Templars were different, their politics unique. And every person within each tower had an experience of circle life unique to themselves.
Well...
Some people suffered and some were content. Some were cruel, some compassionate, and some indifferent. The same is true of people everywhere, in all circumstances, whether they are mages or not.
That's true, but we need circles with Templars that behave themselves to create a safe and warm environment for them to practice their arts, the mages. So, what was your experience?
Tell me about your personal experience with the Circle.
I enjoyed life in the Montsimard Circle, my dear. It was an edifice devoted to knowledge and refinement. And mages need the company of other mages. No one else can truly understand the challenges we face, nor see the world as we do.
Alright. So, how about the confinement?
You must have been under constant supervision, being forced by Templars to live in the tower. Was that hard to endure?
My dear, I have a suite in the palace and a wing at my dear Duke Bastien's estate. I've never been forced to live anywhere.
Of course you have power.
Most circles allowed mages to live away from the tower, either on their own or in service to the nobility.
What?
All that was required was permission from the First Enchanter. Some circles were harsher
I didn't
in their
know that.
restrictions. Kirkwall was the worst, but it was the exception. Most were quite permissive, perhaps too permissive in retrospect.
Did not know that. Did not know that. That's interesting. Wow. Cool. So how did the rebellion start? Well, in Kirkwall, when Anders, dumb Anders, blew up the freaking Chantry.
How did we come to this state with the circles in revolt?
A failure of perspective that infected circle leadership. Mages lived solely in a world of Templars and mages. They could not even imagine what was beyond the tower walls. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers. Across Thedas, a new tangible fear of magic grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chancellor for protection.
I should have killed
But
him.
the malcontents in the towers thought nothing of this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia, again, the mages protested the investigation. The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars. sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
It's a mess. It's a freaking mess. So, you know the Grand Enchanter? Was she a Grey Warden? Or was that just in my head?
Are you familiar with Grand Enchanter Fiona?
We've met. Before her horrendously ill-timed and selfish vote for independence, I thought her adequate at her job. In her dotage, she could not handle looking after the well-being of so many people. We would have done better to replace her years ago, to let her spend time gardening.
Yeah, the Grey Warden thing might just be in my head.
Did they have cause to rebel?
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that really the most opportune time to break away? By all means protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support wholesale murder. By voting when they did, my colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
It's nice to have a loyalist mage talking about how the Circle is good. We've almost always had people, mages, speaking of how ill they were treated by the Circle and how difficult life was in the Circle and how horrendous it was. Especially in Kirkwall, since Kirkwall was the most horrendous Circle ever. But even in Origins we have this, damn, this is not good.
I thought the fighting was only between mages and Templars. Why are mages fighting mages?
We've been over this, Garrett.
The vote for independence was carried by only a small margin, but Fiona chose to let the motion stand. Those who opposed a rash declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice. By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder.
Well,
anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
She has a rather extreme view. She's like judging everyone. I don't think all the rebel mages think that, whoa, let's support terrorism and slaughtering everyone and let's declare war on the world. I just think they want to be free of the oppression that the Circles provided in many cases. I think she's going a little bit too far with her metaphors here. Not even metaphors. I don't know.